when the week is coming to an end, and only two buds can save it. CJ, indie author. Dre, gamer dad. They alone have what it takes to rescue your weekend. Bringing together the power of games, books, interviews, and more before it's too late. At week's end.
How you doing, brother man? At this long at week's end.
This week felt a bit longer. I don't know why.
This week felt long?
This week felt long for
This
me.
week felt freaking long, man.
I don't know why.
We're about to get slammed. I'm on the northeast. They're about to get slammed with a storm. They're talking epic proportions. I'm going to be stuck in Winterfell. Winter's coming.
I see the shirt. I see the shirt.
Oh, it's amped tonight.
Well, that's nice, dude.
This
Just
is the
pop
calm
on
before the storm, my friend.
Chill watch the snow fall from a window. As long as you don't got to go out. If you got to go out and drive in that, no, I'm sorry. Stay home if you can.
I'd rather pop it on the TV and watch snowflakes fall on a television and walk outside the palm trees. But I don't got to say, in the merit of my ancestors settled in a completely different place. So I'm stuck out here. But how are you feeling at this week's end, brother man?
Just tired.
Fun week? Tired. We had some fun gaming going this week.
That was good.
I had fun.
That was good. Fun? Well, the other stuff kind of overshadowed.
Yeah, the nya is real sometimes. The nya could be some real. The nya is real sometimes.
Oh, man, I've been loving Warhammer. Warhammer's. I'm getting into the lore. The game has got me more obsessed with it, and it's fun.
It's my first experience with a Warhammer game, and it is brutal. I love it. The weight of it all, the heavy feeling is just stomping around, the blood. The executions are badass, man.
Yes.
And honestly, it gives me such a nostalgic feeling for Gears of War. I guarantee if I played Gears of War, I'm going to be like, oh, this is nothing like Gears of War. But I don't know why, like in my memory of it, with the chainsaw and the ripping people apart.
Because nobody's seen that, kind of looking game. Xbox 360, that was a big Xbox 360's launch game. Like, this is what our new console can do in terms of, gaming, and it kicked you in the balls and kept kicking at that time.
It was brutal.
I went out and bought the special tin collector's edition of that game when it came out. When those first launch of games, the original Mass Effect, they were all at 360s. Most people at that time were
midnight releases, lining outside a GameStop, getting your game right at midnight, being one of the first few guys online. You walk out, you hold it up to everybody else who's waiting online. Like, all right, boys, you're going to get there.
My favorite controller style is the Xbox 360.
Yeah, that one.
That comfort in the hand, I don't know what they did. And, it changed the way the controllers feel. The way the controllers should hold.
It's the only thing that feels like an actual holding of something and triggers going off.
Yes.
Yeah. But you know what? Truthfully, the DualSense,
that is more technology
on this thing.
Take that, put it on a 360 controller, and you got me.
If you were able to put haptic feedbacks into this feeling and just to have that kind of feeling.
I guess it also depends on your hand, depending on your hand shape, maybe, and how it feels. But there's something about that controller just feels right. But yeah, I'm a big nerd when it comes to that.
I've been having a blast. That scene with the rats and all the other things is just absolutely amazing.
Now that you're getting into Warhammer,
hey man, what's going on, Frank? How are you?
What's up, bud? The one thing now is start getting into more of the 40K stuff, which is Warhammer 40K total.
That's like
war.
Strategy.
Yeah,
I don't do
strategy, but it's just I'm gonna get you to do it one day. We're gonna try strategy because we're tackling to a little bit of Marvel Rivals. Never really played those kind of shooters.
Yeah,
I wish you would have done a little bit of recording of that. I would like to see some Marvel Rivals action. See how your first playthrough of Marvel Rivals was, but
Right now, we're just chit-chatting, brother, but today we are going to do the best of 1985 tier list, the best of the movies, games, and TV shows. Not everything that came out that year, but a bunch of cool stuff that has a little bit of personal ties to me and that guy Top over there. But stay tuned. We're going to pull that up in a couple minutes. We're going to start at the year the old man was born. Hey, I'm only trailing right behind. I'm 1986, so my year is going to be next. And honestly, I'm a little nervous. As I was whacking your stuff up, your list seemed way cooler. I was like, oh, man, you might top. Not at work right now, but I'll definitely show you. Oh, I appreciate you, brother. Absolutely will do. Thank you again. But, yeah, that's going to be exciting. 1985. That's what, 40 years ago?
Yep. And now it's going to be for the 86 people are going to be hitting into the one.
Hey, brother, man, I got a whole, well, not a whole year. I got a couple months away before I hit that dirty 40. But yeah, brother, man, we're going to get excited for that 1985. Now, before I pull up the list, and I get it. Every single person hates this kind of stuff. Everyone says this, that their generation was the best generation. Everyone says it. Oh, I had the best music, or I had the best this, I had the best that. But you know what? Not for nothing, brother. I truly believe we had the best time. Going back to being an 80s kid, going back to the Saturday morning cartoons, going back to coming home from school, watching Dragon Ball Z after work, Toonami's Rock Block on Cartoon Network, the music, the TV shows, man. I really think we had the best of it all.
Well, we got to see the transition every side of that.
Dude, I absolutely love the old school, so I'm excited to pop this list up to see kind of what has more nostalgia to you, and maybe what didn't hit too hard for you. So again, this is a list of the best of 1985. So I have a bunch of movies, TV shows, and some video games. Now, granted, people, this is not going to be everything that was released that year. I just sprinkled in some stuff that means a lot to me and Top, and a couple of others that we just, I thought would be funny to highlight. So, you ready, brother?
Well, let's do it.
Let's do it, brother, man. Let's tighten this up right here. All right. Can I widen that up a little bit? There we go. All right. You let me know if you can see it.
I see it.
We have the same thing like we've been doing the past couple of weeks. We have our S tier, which is going to be the top. Absolute best. Blacked out over here. All right, we're going to switch this camera off in the video broadcast because that thing has just been on lately. All right. Sorry about that all. But yeah, so we're going to, like I said, same kind of thing that we were doing before, brother man. We're going to do our tier list here. Top cream of the crop would be S tier. What you think is absolutely the perfect movie, TV show, or game. A, absolutely stellar still. B, great, fantastic, still worth checking out your time. C is where we start getting into, it's not bad. It's, it's something that's maybe worth watching, but we'll defend. D might be something that might be just dumb. You might want to consider your time. You might not. F is just something that honestly people just don't even waste your time with. We'll let you know when something is truly an F tier, but you let me know if you're ready, brother man. We'll start with, all right. So we're going to start with a TV show here that I hear a lot in media and in references and jokes, but truth be told, I didn't really watch that much of this show, MacGyver. Now, this is the show where you always see the guy who takes everyday objects and snaps them together to create something. My favorite thing to come out of MacGyver is the knockoff from SNL, MacGruber. Did you ever see MacGruber?
Yes.
I love that movie. It's dumb fun. It is hysterical. But actually, the show MacGyver, I never watched. I never even really watched it in reruns. What you feeling on MacGyver?
I used to watch it. Was it TBS or one of those old school stations, and it would just be playing on in the background after like 10 p.m. And I would just
watch MacGyver?
I barely did, but I would fall asleep to it.
Wow. All right.
I
That's
never
interesting.
actually watched it because, like, by the time you're 10 minutes in, it's a very slow paced show.
I
You're
got
just
you.
like,
Oh, I got no. I hear what you're saying. So, hang on one second. Pull that down.
I
I hear
want
what
to
you're
say,
saying. So it was a background show. It was something that you were just
there's a
keeping the
lot of
sound
people
up.
people I've heard who do like MacGyver. I don't want to be
I,
like brutal
you don't
and
want to
put it
be
like D,
disrespectful.
yeah, put it like in a D
I don't
tier,
think it's
but
a. I don't think it's a D tier
if you want something to help you
franchise.
sleep,
Yeah,
yeah.
you need something on the background, and you know what? A cool kind of '80s style show with a cool theme
All right,
song.
85,
And
not the biggest, swinging
I
for
like
that one. Let's see.
Growing Pains, my friend. I really liked Growing Pains as a kid. It wasn't the most glamorous of the shows. It really tried to hit heartfelt values and a little bit more,
Who was in Growing Pains?
Oh, well, Leonardo DiCaprio was a young boy in that. He started his career. What's his name? Oh gosh,
I don't think I ever actually watched
Kirk
it.
Cameron is in that. What's the dad's name? I'm blanking on the names right now. But Growing Pains was a fun TV show. I would put Growing Pains in B category.
B.
Yeah, I'd put that in B. You don't remember Growing Pains? It was a fun show. And they try to tackle more serious subjects, but I like Growing Pains. I'm going to stick that in B. Comfortably, happily stick that in B.
Okay.
All right, brother man. Thundercats.
Oh, okay.
Thundercats.
Oh,
Did you watch
yeah.
Thundercats as a kid? This was a
the
rerun that I
animated one.
watched a lot
Over
of.
and over again. Yep. What was it?
They've
It wasn't
been
on Cartoon Network at a time. They were putting them on like reruns on Cartoon Network when they
Yeah.
were doing the old school stuff, bringing it back. I remember watching it there. That's definitely like probably A tier.
Ooh, very
Yeah.
generous.
I like
Throwing
Thundercats
this
stuff.
all
But
the
yeah, I
way.
remember when what was that? That was the mid '90s. So I'm gonna go with A class for Thundercats.
All right, brother man. That sounds cool, but okay. So we're going to leave Thundercats up in A tier category right there. It's down so I can see it. Okay, cool. All right, brother man. The movie 1985's Clue, based after a board game starring Tim Curry. Oh my God, there's so many actors in this movie. Hang on one second. Because it's honestly
Clue came out. Wow, that's
1985, bro.
Wow. Yeah, that's a great movie.
I don't know if it's a great movie.
It's a great movie, man.
Good movie.
It's a good 90s
Good
nostalgic
movie.
80s movie right there.
All right. We want to talk about a stacked cast. You ready for this cast?
If you ever played
Tim
the game,
Curry,
it's basically
Christopher
boom.
Lloyd, Michael McKean. I mean, just the stacked
We'll have to put
all-star
pictures
comedy
so
cast.
people can have
in this.
references.
Martin
we'll edit some
Mull.
pictures there.
Oh, I absolutely love this cast. I really, really enjoyed this movie.
Just put it
And this
A
movie
tier.
did a funny thing back then where they released, like when you watch it now on tape, on DVD, and on streaming, the ending of the movie gives you 3 different scenarios. And it said, did it happen this way? Did it happen that way? No, it happened this way. But when you actually went to go watch this movie back then, you had the chance in different theaters to see
Really?
one of those 3 endings. So that what they wanted people to do is talk about the ending of the movie and say, "Oh no, like I saw Mr. Plum was the killer," and then it was it would have been like a nice back and forth between people. But I do agree. I think this is going into an A tier as well. Does it go above Thundercats?
all right. So here's the thing. Now this is where it gets a little hard to compare because you're comparing a game.
Not a game, but like a animated
Just
thing
the
to
best of
to
the
a
decade,
movie.
my
Yeah,
friend.
so,
How
like,
does
if you're
it
gonna
feel
also
in the cockles of your heart?
you also
How does
have
it
some
feel?
games there too. Like you got Mario and Tetris. Like that's honestly as Clue. Oh man,
I wouldn't. You said A right away. I was
yeah.
gonna be in a
We'll
B
leave it. We'll
tier.
leave it. No, we'll leave it there behind Thundercats.
Oh yeah, it doesn't go above Thundercats. No. All right, Fletch, starring Chevy Chase. Now this is I love. You never saw Fletch?
I never saw Fletch.
Put that on the list with wifey. You absolutely have to go watch it. I am
we'll
sure
watch
it's on Tubi. Tubi. Sure, it's up on Tubi. Go give it a watch. It's an absolutely hysterical movie. I'm gonna throw it up in a high B ranking just because I know you haven't seen it, so I'm not gonna sit here and go defend it. But go watch Fletch. Fletch is awesome. It's a whole series of movies starring Chevy Chase in this classic comedy era where Chevy is just a no thrills, no change, just badass, selfish character. Love Fletch. Fletch is awesome. All right, we talked about this last week, my friend. Everybody go check out the Stallone best of tier list where we rank every single one of our favorite Sylvester Stallone movies. But brother man, 1985 was the year Rambo 2 graced us with its presence, taking that sad sad vet from the urban streets and urban woods into the jungle, into the bandana, the gun, holding the bow and arrow. Everything that people know Rambo for comes from Rambo 2. How are you feeling about Rambo 2? Now, we did have this up in A tier.
Yeah, no, I might have been
S
tier.
Right. Well, we got to set a little bit of rules with S tier, my friend. So we'll give each other one guaranteed S tier, and then maybe we'll throw in like a veto somewhere here and there if we just completely disagree. So each one of us will have that S card to pull out and maybe a veto card. So you want to throw you could scan down a little bit, brother. This is up. You want to throw this in S tier for 1985.
Yeah, but I mean, out of the big blockbuster movies to come out in 1985 that I can see there, I know we got Commando, and that was the Rambo counter to Commando, and now that might also be up there in S tier. But I'm an Arnold fan, and I think
at least two other things that deserve S tier above Rambo 2. Out of this
maybe Thunderdome. I can see Thunderdome there. What else do we got? I can't really see too much. Oh, Back to the Future. Yeah. Which one was the first one or the second one there for 85? Was that the first one or the second one? First one. Yeah, okay. All right. That's a lot then to throw up. Then I don't know. S tier might be packed, bro. It might be the first time we see a
man. We gotta be a little tight, a little stingy. You tell me, brother.
But it's hard. It's hard. You're gonna say even at that time, you have it's a stacked. This is 85 is a stacked card. Rambo 2, Rocky 4.
85 was a
Thunderdome.
Great year.
Mario, from what I can see off the top of. Tetris. Some of these don't look like album covers. I can't tell. Halloween.
No music, because there was a lot of music. We would have been here for 2 hours if we would have done music. I just wanted to keep this to visual media. But let's concentrate on what we're on right now, and then we can jumble around.
Rambo 2. Is Rambo 2...
Let's throw them up in S.
Is it right now? I mean, we can move S tier, we can move S tier around, but
I think I'm going to throw him there for now.
Okay, we'll throw him in
for
front
now. Because again, I think S tier should be deserved for just the pinnacle of what that year had to offer. We might throw him back up.
Rambo 2 was...
Throw him up there?
I would actually like to compare the numbers of what sold more in terms of blockbuster movie. That's a hard one, right? Rambo 2.
Between what?
Rocky 4, Commando, right?
What sold more between...
and then Back to the Future. You think Back to the Future killed them all?
Yeah.
Probably. It was the most view-friendly movie. Okay, fine. We can say that. But in terms of action hero movies, then that's the hard one. All right.
Are we happy leaving him at top of A?
We'll leave him on the top of A.
We're gonna leave him at the top of A. And again, we might bump him. We might bump up Rambo. We might bump up John Rambo to the next, the next tier.
Rambo 2, man. That's
Rambo 2, badass. Okay, brother man. Doctor. Spies Like Us. I love this movie. Dan Aykroyd, another Chevy Chase movie. Actually, I think we got like 3 Chevys on this list.
Chevy Chase was hitting
me hard. Don't you dare shake your head like you've never seen this movie.
I don't think I did.
This is Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase, where they were failed spies that they sent them to Russia to go.
No, I don't think I was more of the action hero guy. I didn't watch movies
Put
like
this
that.
on
I
your
don't
list
remember-
as well.
I'll put that
Put
on my
this
list.
on your list as well. The doctor scene. You never saw
No,
Doctor
I
Doctor?
don't know the doctor.
Oh my God, brother, man! Everybody, comment down below. Please tell Top what he is missing. This
What am
movie
I
is
missing?
hysterically funny. Dan Aykroyd is I loved
Well, I
him,
love
especially
Dan
back
Aykroyd,
then.
but-
Love Dan Aykroyd. Chevy Chase might not be the greatest guy to work with, as they say, but as far as comedy, the man is gold, absolute gold. I'm going
All
to
right,
stick
where are you
this
gonna
at the
put him?
top of B, right in the top of
of B.
Fletch.
Okay.
I
Top of
love
Fletch.
that movie. That movie's absolutely hysterical. The only reason I'm not arguing for A is because Top didn't see it. If he would have saw it and we felt the same way, maybe I would have bumped that up a little higher. But
Okay.
I'm happy leaving that there for now.
That Pee Wee Herman?
That's Pee-wee's Big Adventure, baby, where Pee-wee's bike goes missing. Someone stole Pee-wee's bike, and he will travel the
That was
entire
also
nation
1985?
to find it. Directed by Tim Burton. Again, I keep bashing the man, but I throw him on all these lists. This movie
I don't
is
know why you have such a bad
hysterical.
thing against
I
Tim
don't
Burton,
like the man. I don't like Tim Burton. I'm sorry. Fight me for it. I don't like Tim Burton. I think the man's an absolute hack. I don't like the guy
No,
whatsoever.
man.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Rest in peace. But I really, really like this movie. The Large Marge scene, where he's like, the whole idea of Pee-wee as a character, this childish man that nobody really wants to acknowledge, the cool playhouse that he has in the beginning of the movie. I really like this movie. It's a fun movie for adults.
Put it in a B movie.
Put in the B movie category.
Yeah, it's a B movie. What, you think it's an A movie? Pee Wee's Playhouse?
Yeah, honestly, I think Pee-wee's Playhouse is an A movie. I think Pee-wee is a great character. I think it's an underrated comedy. I don't think it's underrated. I'm pretty sure it's properly rated. I think a lot of people really love this movie. I don't think I'm alone in saying that. This is a fantastic
If
movie.
you want to put
Personally,
it at the back of A,
just the only reason
you're gonna have
why,
I'm gonna have a.
the only
okay.
reason why I'm not, because just personally, I do like Spies Like Us a little bit more. I think it is a little bit more rewatchable. I might get blasted for that, but I really like Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Pee-wee's Big Top Adventure wasn't that great, but Pee-wee's with the bike, I love that movie. All right, brother man, we're moving on to another one. It looks like we actually have two Michael J. Fox movies in 1985 that came out that year. Teen Wolf. Do you remember Teen Wolf? Do you ever see Teen Wolf?
Yes, I did. I've seen Teen Wolf.
Okay. Horrible sequel. There were Jason Bateman. Horrible sequel where he's a
sequels.
boxer. We're not talking about that one. Hell, if they made that in
This is him
1986,
riding the
we
school
might
bus
talk
or
about
whatever.
that in the next episode. But this is where he rides on top of the van. He's
The
the
van.
basketball player.
Yep.
Teen
Nobody
Wolf
worries
is
because he's a wolf.
Oh God, he shows up in the white suit at the end. Yeah, nobody's freaking out. He's growling. His eyes are glowing red. Nobody cares because it's Michael J. Fox. We love him. Cute movie. I don't think it has the most rewatchability. This isn't the movie from my childhood that I seek out to watch.
Yeah,
So
80. Yeah, I would say the front of C tier.
back of C tier.
No, the front.
Front of C tier.
Yeah.
All right.
For
Yeah,
now.
that
Definitely not
looks
a B
about
or A
right.
movie.
Yeah, that looks about right. All right. So this is All Right, Brother Man, Return of the Night of the Living Dead. Now, this is not
this
a
is that weird one
sequel.
with
This
those
is the
bikers
sequel,
and
the
the
punk-looky one.
Yeah, the punk-looky
brother
one.
man, this is the punk-looky one. So, again, not a cup of tea for everybody, but because
No.
this is what started the brains. So a lot of people correlate that to zombies, even though it was not George Romero's zombies that said brains or seeked brains. It came from this franchise. I really liked Return of the Living Dead. Funky movie, punk rock-esque style of stuff. The campiness of it still made it fun, though. I really, really, really like this movie. Again, I'm thinking somewhere in B. It's not a C movie, brother.
I was gonna put it in the back of C.
No. Really? In the back? No, I can't put it behind MacGyver.
Oh, not
putting
behind
it in front
MacGyver.
of
Okay, maybe not
behind MacGyver for but
You want that in
Yeah.
front of Teen Wolf?
All right, but you can put it in front of Teen Wolf. since
You gotta
like it so
rewatch
much.
this movie during Halloween, brother. You will love this movie as an adult. The whole
Okay,
punk
I'll
rock
rewatch
aspect of it, not metal really, but the punk rock angle of it. I really think.
See, here's the thing: is when I was growing up, we mostly watched. It was action hero household, man. Van Damme.
All right, well, I
lot
guess
of
I
that
gotta.
stuff. I didn't
gotta
really-
sprinkle in the horror and the comedies.
Yeah,
but
like
I will do my best I
Commando,
can.
Rambo.
You'll know a few of these comedies that are coming up right down the list. And again, I don't know if I mentioned in the beginning, all these were placed down there at random. I threw them all, then I started jumbling them up blind, so they weren't placed down there with any intent. National Lampoon's European Vacation, the sequel to the classic National Lampoon's Vacation, and the prequel to before, which is my favorite, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Go check out our Christmas tier list. That movie was fun as hell to make. It's over on YouTube, over on Rumble. But this is National Lampoon's European Vacation, the sequel. And honestly, brother man, I love it's a good movie. But when I think about the National Lampoon Vacation movies, it's not the one that tends to stick out in my head the most. I even like Vegas Vacation, which is not National Lampoon. That's a whole, so, they got the character rights and everything, but it wasn't National Lampoon. I even like that one, and that's not a great one whatsoever. But European Vacation, you have any nostalgia, any love for European Vacation? None. All right, I'm not going to put this low.
I can't.
I'm not putting this low, so I'm putting. Okay, well, just out of respect, this is going there. We're just gonna put that right there. Out of respect, in front of Fletch, absolutely. You gotta take my word for that. Absolutely. All right. Police Academy. Two. Okay, now. In all honesty, shy of Police Academy 1 and the masked one, what was it called? The Mastermind one, right? I think it was like 4 or 5. They all blurred together. I really love the first one, but Police Academy 2 just holds nothing in my head.
I don't have a single scene. I can't remember a single scene.
I have no memory of Police Academy 2.
Police Academy at all.
Please comment, y'all, if anybody remembers Police Academy 2. Like, I just, again, doesn't stick in my head. Mahoney from the first one. I still know Steve Guttenberg is in the sequel. The whole cast of characters are still there. Out of respect for the franchise, I think this is obviously not a D or anything like that. The argument is, no, I'm going to put that above MacGyver.
Everything goes above MacGyver.
I might even drop MacGyver or down one
MacGyver,
right now.
Man.
Are we dropping MacGyver down one right
people
now?
like MacGyver. I heard a lot of people talk about MacGyver. I don't know back in the day.
I will concede to that. All right. Now we got a couple of video games all lined up in a row. Paperboy. Now, everyone, when they talk about the classic video games, they always bring up Paperboy. And, it's the bike on the side where you got to throw the papers on the houses that are on your route. Don't break the mailboxes. Watch out for the hazards. Every time I went into the arcade as a kid, I walked right past Paperboy. I wanted no part of Paperboy.
It was a hard game.
Didn't like it. Even in the old-fashioned arcade where you had the steering wheel, even with the peripheral, I walked past it. I would tend to love to lean into the games that had peripherals. Like Star Wars was always my favorite. I got the arcade one-up cab in the arcade room inside. I love anything that has a good peripheral, but honestly, brother man, I don't like Paperboy.
But it's Paperboy.
The Angry Video Game Nerd episode was pretty awesome. Go check that one out. But what's your feelings on Paperboy, if you have any?
I didn't play it. I didn't even own it. But there is a big thing in its franchise. I don't know.
Yeah, brother man, this is the best of 1985.
Yeah,
this is our tier list. We don't have to put anything from because of respect or nothing. It's how you feel personally. I would drop this into D.
Yeah, but you could put Paperboy into D tier. Yeah.
All right. Honestly, anybody tell me that we do wrong? Is this a game that you look back to with fond memories and you want to go back and play? Let us know, because even I know a lot of my arcade one-up cabs come with Paperboy, and I don't even ever load it up. I am not a fan. Unlike this one, which is Gauntlet. I really like this game. This game was fun as heck. Man, I literally like this game. You were able to jump on the animals, and you had the axe guy. I always
the golden axe style.
The gold, yeah, yes. I always played with the guy with the axe. I really like this game with throwing the axe. It's more of a maze style game. I really like this game. I was thinking of Golden Axe right in the beginning, but this was that maze style game. I really like this game. I got this on one of the cabs inside the back. Yeah, especially by the time you get bombarded by ghosts and you got all these things on the screen at once coming after you.
That would say that's a strong A tier.
That's a strong A tier contender. Now, where on A is the question?
This is the hard part because they can't share spots, and some deserve to be in the same spot as the other one, because I would put that in the same line as like Thundercats, to be honest with you.
I think that goes above Clue as a franchise.
Yeah,
and for what it did for gaming. Yes, I agree. And here's the game I just mixed it up with by accident. This is Golden Axe. I love Golden Axe. This is one of my favorite games.
So now we have Golden Axe. Golden Axe is Golden Axe.
It's very funny how they landed next to each other. This is absolutely one of my favorite games. I wanted the arcade one-up with a three-quarter cab of it. I just couldn't justify it. I do have it on one of my emulators. I really enjoy this game. Again, whole thing jumping on the animals and 2D scrolling. I'm a huge fan of this game. I'm not going to contend for S because I'm going to have to fight myself to not want to throw at least three of these down here in S. So I'm really going to have to hold my tongue. But this is an epic.
No, honestly, if there's one contending besides Mario, you can say Tetris, but I didn't play Tetris. That was for older people. Oh, at the time of Tetris, especially at that time of gaming, I didn't sit and play Tetris for too long. Yeah. Because I remember 85 born, right? So by the time I really got my hands on the Nintendo, it was at least 4 to 5 years after the fact, right?
No, that was a Game Boy thing for me, man. That
yeah, but 85 I don't think was the year the game.
I wasn't born yet. I was a kid. I'm just saying, when I was a kid, I had a lot of affinity for Tetris because of the fact that it came with the Game Boy.
We're looking at the
You're jumping too far. Where are we going with Golden Axe?
That's Golden Axe is like almost basically S tier, man.
You want to throw that in S?
I could put Golden Axe and Mario and say both of those two games are definitely S tier games of 85. 85 changed that. Having Super Mario changed gaming.
We're not there yet, but yes, it did.
Golden Axe was one of the biggest arcade games also of the time. And
yes,
it superseded so many games. It was on the Commodore 64, and it came with a cassette tape. On the Commodore 64. Golden Axe goes so far back that it's... Oh, yeah. Commodore 64 had Golden Axe.
Wow. I didn't know that. There you go. That's cool. I mean, all the...
cassette tape. Literal cassette tape. You put the cassette tape in and it would... Don't know how technology worked.
They tried so hard to get all the arcade games on every single platform back then. It was almost insulting when you would see Street Fighter on Game Boy. You're like, why would you put a fighting game on there? But all right, brother, man, we're gonna leave that up in S tier ranking. This one you might not agree with me with. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. I watch this movie once a month, probably. Steven Spielberg produced it. I think he's the one who had a hand picking all the kids. The Goonies. Goonies Never Say Die.
Goonies.
Yeah, brother.
That's the original Goonies.
It's gonna get the original. There's no other. There's no sequel. There's no remake. There's talks that they want to remake it. But
this is what I'm saying.
Point.
No, you got to understand, like that. I mean, I know it's hard to say.
Brother, man, Josh Brolin, Samwise. Come on, Sean Astin, Samwise Gamgee himself. The little kid who played Data, right? Corey Feldman. I mean, come on, the Truffle Shuffle. I adore this movie. The whole thing with the bandits and
we're gonna say Goonies now. What you're trying to say is Goonies is better than Rambo 2.
Goonies is S tier.
Goonies is S tier.
Goonies is S tier, brother. Mm-hmm.
All right.
You can fight me and tell me I'm wrong.
Behind Golden Axe.
No, just out of respect for the gaming franchise, I'm not going to get that crowd after me. I'm going to keep it right there. I'll keep it second for now. It's not going to be the
Okay.
top. I see at least maybe two other things that will move ahead of that,
Yes.
even in S tier. At
Yes.
least two
No, I
other
agree.
things.
I don't know about two others.
This wasn't my. At least.
I think only one.
At least
It's gonna-
two.
One was the only one that's going to beat, and I think we all know which
No.
one that's going to beat as top.
I think
S
there's
tier.
two movies that beat it.
Okay.
And there's one that's going to be at the top of S. I don't know if we're going to agree on it, but I do think there's going to be
Let's
one at the
see.
top of S. I mean, we have to agree on it.
I know.
The Golden Girls. Now, this wasn't my show,
Nope.
but I have so
I don't know
many
anything about
people
The
in my
Golden
life that love this show. I have a lot of family members who love it. Marissa really loves it. I'm not the biggest fan of the show.
So what?
but
1985, the show
obviously-
came out.
These are everything that premiered in 1985. Yes.
Premiered.
So if there's a show that's on this, that means it premiered in 1985. Yes. Just out of sheer respect for the craft, respect for the
B.
love, we're gonna put it in the. Ooh. All right. I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah, just to be nice.
All right. Harrison Ford's The Witness. Now, in my head, I
Yeah.
always
I
confuse
don't know this
this
one
with
at
the
all.
Fugitive.
Yeah,
I always mix those up in my head. The Fugitive is the one that I really, really like.
I'm
The Witness, I
sure
forget about all the time.
I'm
I
gonna
just
give it
just-
like this. You know what? Let's just be nice. I will definitely put it above MacGyver.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we could do something like that. Yeah, we
There
could
you
definitely
go.
do something
We'll
like
just
that.
Throw them up there.
Put it
throw
above
up there.
MacGyver.
Yeah.
So, all right, brother. Yeah, we'll definitely throw it above MacGyver. I'm not putting it any higher than that. Respect for Harrison Ford, even though please get that man off a microphone. I am sick and tired of them parading him out. He's too old. Let the man retire in peace. Leave the man alone. Leave Harrison alone. Okay. The Breakfast Club. John Hughes, classic movie. I love this movie. Bunch of angsty teenagers have to come in for detention. You got badass Judd Nelson's character, Emilio Estevez. I love this movie so much. Michael Anthony Hall. I love this movie. The meaning of this movie, how a cast of 5 people that have nothing to do each other. You got the jock, you got the nerd, you got the pretty girl, you got the outcast, you got the mean guy. Like, you got all these people who are completely from opposite ends of life. They get stuck together. When you peel it all away, guess what? You figure out we got a lot more in common than you think, and we all share a lot of the same emotions and a lot of the same insecurities, and maybe we can relate each other on a lot of things. And I love the messaging in this movie. I adore this movie. This is like where I'm challenging myself, because I would gutturally, instinctually say that this is an S tier movie, which frankly it is. But I would argue to tail this right behind Rambo 2. Above Thundercats.
Okay.
I've watched this way more in my life than ever any episode of Thundercats or any movie like that.
Fine.
This is a rewatchable movie. I don't know how this is nostalgic to you as it is to me.
That's fair. That's a fair.
I think that's a proper. Whoa! How did you get there? Boom! I grabbed the wrong guy.
That's fair. You put a lot of heart and soul into that one. So I do agree on that.
Right.
I do agree on that.
Did I jump anybody here? I don't think so. Okay, we're just gonna keep it rocking. If I moved anybody, my apologies. This is hysterical. I didn't even notice this, brother, man. We have the Commando video game next to Commando, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Completely have nothing to do with one another, and completely ironic that they're standing next to each other on this list. That is funny. But Commando, the video game. Do you remember Commando, the game?
It's in pieces. I want to just quickly
Go check out Commando.
Yeah, bring.
You don't remember that?
Because I don't remember it.
Oh man, that was the one where you had I believe it was the flat playing field, and you walk up and you shot in these kind of directions. Once Contra came out, it completely changed the game.
Yeah, that's I all I can remember is Contra, to be honest.
So even out of respect for the Gissy, it's not even sitting that high as a nostalgic thing for us. So where do you feel like putting Commando the game?
In front of MacGyver.
All right, brother man, we're gonna throw that bad boy in front of MacGyver. Now we have Honor, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Where I can't wait to get to the breakdown tier list of Arnold Schwarzenegger. We're building our way towards that. I love Arnie, but truth be
come
told,
on, this is
stick
not
around.
it's not the best movie, but
the
it's
best
not bad.
one. It's not the one that sticks out in my head when I think of the greatest Arnold movies. It's not the one that I tend to go back to rewatch that much either. I'm going to concede to you, my friend. Where do you feel like sticking Arnie here? He's the only Arnie movie on the entire 1985 list. Oh, no. Yes, it is. I'm sorry. We got a couple of Schwarzeneggers. One of the Schwarzenegger.
All right, see, here's the thing. I would say it's in front of Thundercats. On a good day, you could still put Commando in and to get something out of that action flick because you still got Bill Duke in there. You got that guy he throws off the bridge.
The one-liners are the best in Commando. Yes, the one-liners are great.
He's got the big bazooka. I mean, yeah, it's right there. That's a good look.
I'll leave it there. I'll happily leave it there. I'm good with that. I'm good with that for now. Now, okay, Tetris. I don't know about you, brother man. Like, the Game Boy that I got only came with Tetris. It was the first game that came with it. It was packaged in. Okay. Yep. And that's all I had access to for a while when I got my first Game Boy. And I played this game, that old-fashioned Tetris, that green screen. I mean, I love this game. Just the memories of sitting in the back of my parents' car with my Game Boy playing Tetris. So for me, just out of pure nostalgia, I could still hear the theme song in my head. I would. I just out of nostalgia, just my bleeding heart wants to put this as high as possible. I mean, I would put this higher than Gauntlet.
Yes.
Does it go higher than Thundercats?
Yes, it goes higher than Thundercats. You can say that. It's what sold the Game Boy. There's a whole marketing movie based on that. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna package it with the Mario." He's like,
"I wanted to see that."
Yeah,
I completely forgot about that movie.
Console, you want to sell the handheld, or you want to sell just the game? And
I really wanted to see that. I completely forgot about that.
To everybody, adults, kids, everyone will buy it.
Because everybody will play Tetris. Everyone feels rewarded when they play Tetris. Yes. It's just a great game. Yeah, I'm happy with that there. Thank you for letting me put it as high as that. Oh, Back to the Future 1.
Dun, dun,
now, I know there's a lot of jokes now where people crack.
It's the best movie, man. I love it. That's for me. It's almost not even a questionable.
Don't need fame. Don't need no credit card to ride this train.
It's going on the S tier, definitely.
Brother man, this
S-tier?
movie to me is pure child, and I know a lot of the jokes now or try to describe this movie nowadays, and it's basically like this weird, like he's dating his mom, this whole weird thing.
I don't care. It's an awesome
I love
movie.
this movie. Doc and Marty's relationship is just, even though they never explain how these two guys met.
It's like Marty, Rick and Morty.
You don't
the
understand.
Original.
Well, that's without Doc and Marty, there'd be no Rick and Morty, obviously.
That's true.
So this is going.
Who's the second? Who's the second there on S tier?
Goonies. No, this is going at the top of the S tier. How can this not go at the top?
Yeah.
How can this not go at the top?
That's number one right now.
But right now, I don't see. I see maybe one thing that can overshadow this. Maybe
we're both thinking the same one. It's the plumber.
The fucking little plumber. But we'll get there. I'm pretty sure that's where that or that guy's gonna go. All right.
I know. A part of me wants
this is for you, brother. This is for you. You argued
Rocky 4. Listen, I'll say
of Rocky 2.
I'll say Rocky 4. Rocky 4 is better than Commando.
Rocky 4 is way better than Commando. Absolutely.
I mean, I think Stallone put out 2 bomb movies in 1 year, and to Arnold's just 1. I say that's not just automatic.
I would bring that up. I would bring this up. You want to argue? I will say I'll rather watch this
Better than Rambo 2?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, is that better than Rambo
right,
2?
I
Come
can
on,
agree on that
honestly,
one.
bro, when you're thinking about the
Montage.
epics of the
I know.
epics, the montage of the montages, because you're gonna need a montage. Epic beard
Montage.
growing scene where he just lifting the standing at the top of the mountain, and he has those American trunks. And he's not just fighting for himself. He's not just fighting for Apollo. He's fighting for all of us. He's ending wars. He's
I know.
bridging gaps. Ooh, The Rock did it, and he stands up there victorious at the end. I'm gonna have to do a lot of jumbling here, but I think
Really? You're really gonna put it at the top of? I mean, yeah, you have a good point. I'm trying to see how to justify.
you tell
it
me
against-
if I'm wrong.
Because I also do. I Rocky IV. He dies. Dolph Lundgren.
If he dies,
But
he dies.
I don't know if if you were to compare maybe selling points, like what sold more in theater, I don't know. I'd be curious.
Let's see.
I'd be curious here real quick. It looks.
How
That
much
looks
did
right.
Rocky IV gross in theaters? Over $300 million in theaters. Rocky IV. Keep that in
Alright.
mind. 300 million.
300.
How much did Rambo 2 gross in theaters? $20 million. Not even close.
Yeah, not even close.
Not even, and you
Jeez.
know what? Not even fair. This is when Stallone was at the height of his career, the height of his fame, where his name just at the top of something meant sales.
Yeah.
I don't even think that was a fair
And
pull up,
Rocky,
but
yeah.
honestly,
All right,
though, I
that's
think
fine.
it
No, that's
deserves
fair.
it.
No,
It's
that's
just
fair.
much more rewatchable, and again, I love it. All right, brother, mate, Cocoon. I know this gets brought up a lot.
Bro,
in
I'm
the
gonna put
sci-fi
Cocoon,
stuff, but
honestly, I'm gonna put this in the bottom of D tier.
yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't have no memory of Cocoon. Do you have any memory of
I have
Cocoon? Like,
no idea what a Cocoon even is. We're gonna put
I
Cocoon
know
right
it was a
back in D tier.
sci-fi movie. It just
Here we
didn't-
go. Here we go.
Didn't
Here
stick
he
anywhere
is.
in my head, so we're gonna.
Does the original now? Does that go straight to the top of S? Does that dominate S tier? Does Super Mario, the original NES game, take 85 as the year that Mario created Mario?
Now I get it. He was packaged in with every NES, right? So you could. Some people may say,
Yeah,
"Oh,
but
you had
here's
no,"
the thing.
but that
The
first
game was good out of the box.
Loading in that first level, just so I can close my eyes. Oh, that's going down the tunnel. That's the
Yep.
second level. I love this game. This is why when you watch people even online when they play like violins and stuff like that to the game, just instantly breeds nostalgia. Even though I have a little gripes with Nintendo as a company, they're constantly flagging our stuff. I don't even want to cover Nintendo anymore. But we're just talking old school nostalgia.
Super Mario created that's the top of S.
He is just the epitome of nostalgia. I mean, you show anybody Mario as a character, everybody's going to be able
more
to point
people
out who he is.
probably know Mario than Back to the Future, unfortunately.
I would imagine so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
These guys
as a property franchise of all 1985, I don't see a single thing
No.
that will top it, that will beat it. I think that's a great placement
Brilliant.
right there. And even like, going into the sequels after that, like Mario, that first taste for me. And, we were, this came out in 1985. You were born in 1985. But by the time you were old enough to play video games, this was an established, like our parents played Mario. I have a great memory of like not being able to beat a certain stage. And I'd pass the controller to my Aunt Maria and she'd beat the Mario level that we couldn't
Yes.
beat. And then we couldn't get the controller back from her. You'd be like, all right, I'll do the next part. Just wanted to get past that one part. But I'm happy
I
sticking
agree.
that at the top of A. It is a classic. I absolutely love it. Now, G.I. Joe, my friend, the cartoon G.I. Joe. Admittedly,
It's crazy. I'm gonna put GI Joe pretty high up there.
okay, good. I'm glad. So now I watched this as a very, very young
Yes.
kid. You know what I mean? And every episode ended with a little lesson. You
Like
know what I mean?
at 5 years old, I wasn't watching Rambo 2. Right. I watched Rambo 2 later on in life. I don't think at 5 years old I was watching.
I was
Maybe,
watching
but
pretty
I
bad
don't think
movies
so.
pretty young.
But I would say that the cartoon G.I. Joe.
Go Joe!
Yeah. That to me is going S behind Back to the Future.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
Well,
G.I. Joe's
I
going.
can't put above the Goonies, bro.
Goonies is a one-time watch. G.I. Joe is a long episodes and seasons. Like it. Yeah. I can watch G.I. Joe over watching.
I'm putting Goonies above Gauntlet then. Above
Okay.
Golden Axe. No way. Oh,
You don't
that
think
hurts.
G.I. Joe is better than the Goonies?
No, that's just what stands property to property. It's like for me, GI Joe the cartoon series bleeds out more than that because it goes into the toys for me.
Yes.
GI Joe was my
franchise.
toy of choice. Those were the toys I played with. Like I played with more
watched and I
GI Joes.
I would
than-
put it
than
on
anything
and
else.
I'd interact with what I was seeing.
I loved it so much. The action
Yeah,
figures were
so,
great. The big
over-
ones that
again,
they
I-
had to the small ones and Kung Fu Grip and all that.
It's over Goonies.
Ah, all
It's
right.
over Goonies. It's hard,
all
bro.
right.
I mean, think
It's
about
hard.
it.
That's hard. I'm gonna get
It's
blasted for that one.
Goonies.
That's hard.
Goonies. I don't. How are you gonna get blasted? Because
No, I'm gonna
G.I.
get
Joe was a
blasted for that
previous
one.
franchise before even '85. This is the cartoon, so you're already dealing and it expanded even past that, and it's still going on.
It's still going on. I don't want to say
G.I.
it's
Joe
going
is
on
G.I. Joe,
strong,
man.
but
That's it. Like
GI Joe is GI Joe, my friend.
they even
All
made a
right.
G.I. Joe Sergeant Slaughter from wrestling, so he's going there. We're gonna put him there above the Goonies. Yeah,
The
If I can-
Thunderdome. Are you ready for the Thunderdome? Make sure all right, brother man. Mad Max.
All right, we can
Now-
put Thunderdome.
Now, all right, Mad Max as a series. Okay, I
So
was
last
late
one,
to the
so
Mad.
let's
I was
see.
late to the Mad Max craze. A buddy of ours, a very good shout out, Mr. Bronze Dealer. A buddy of ours showed me.
Bronze Man.
He's the one who showed me Mad Max for the first time. And you know what's funny? He didn't show me Mad Max 1. He showed me Thunderdome. This was my
It was
introduction.
because
to
the first
Mad Max.
movie is a little bit way different than this one. This is what really brings that
This was like the
desert
apocalypse
chaos.
was fully in
Yeah,
through. The
through.
way
Yes,
crazier
yes,
armor.
yes.
Yeah, and the actual like Thunderdome itself, where you just got these freaking chaotic men. Yeah, I really.
Here's
really
the
love this
question
movie.
for me. Here's the question, and I think it's: does it go in front or behind Commando?
Command goes in.
Goes in front of Commando?
I would say it goes in front. I would say it goes in front.
All right.
Now I know
that's
you're
good.
Arnold.
Yeah.
Or
I
your
know,
Arnold
Arnold got pushed
fanboys
back pretty far,
screaming
yeah.
at you, but
But it's hard. Commandos. If it was any other movie, it's not possible, right? Like if it was any other,
Possible.
really not possible.
yeah.
Yeah, but Commando is not very strong to hold up against. I want to put it from behind because it's Arnie, but yeah, no, I think a lot of people would say that Thunderdome would probably be better. It's a strong contestant though between those two positions, Thunderdome and Commando for me. Because Thunderdome is weird. They got that little
Thunderdome
guy
is
on the
weird.
big guy, and Arnie's just a straight up action flick, right? Guy, come on, break things, bang, 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 you know, like it's just chaos. It's just shooting. It's stick around, you know, and all that. It's, you know,
Stick around.
Yeah,
That's the best one-liner in movies right there.
so
How you feeling?
yeah, that's it. That's
We're
good.
feeling good. All right, let's
feeling
start
good.
off
We're
at the
gonna
bottom
end it
of
on
D.
that
Let's
one,
see if
then.
we want to rearrange anything. I think we're happy with the bottom
Yeah.
of D here. I don't have any
Cocoon,
affinity to either one
Paperboy,
of these
bye-bye.
franchises. Sorry, Cocoon. It's just
Oh.
I missed the boat on you. MacGyver, I think you're being very
Man.
friendly, putting MacGyver at the back
You know
of
what?
C.
Just because we'll put MacGyver on the front of D just to kind of balance it out a bit. Bye bye, MacGyver. You're going on the front of D.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
Bye, MacGyver.
All right, then we got Commando, the video game, The Witness,
Yep.
Police
Uh,
Academy
yep.
2, Teen Wolf, and Revenge of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
sorry,
feels good.
Return of the Living Dead. My apologies. I
That's
think
good
that's
class,
I
yeah.
think that's good. I think that's good. A good C tier. All right, brother man, here's our B tier list. At the back, we have the Golden Girls, the ladies themselves, next to Growing Pains. Chevy Chase's Fletch. I love this movie. Please go watch this. You've never seen it, go watch it. You got two movies on the B tier list you got to go watch, all right? European Vacation, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and the other movie you need to absolutely go watch, Spies Like Us. Absolutely fantastic. Should be in probably back of A. You got a list to watch here, my friend. Now we have our A tier. These are the things that really mean a lot to us. I'm really, really happy with the way this turned out, actually. So we got Clue,
big
Gauntlet, Thundercats, Tetris, Commando, Thunderdome, The Breakfast Club, Rambo 2, and rounding out the top.
I still don't know how we put Breakfast Club above Thunderdome and an Arnie movie. I'm still a little.
I'm sorry, brother man. It's just 1985. Movie. John Hughes is just.
I know it was a whole vibe.
It's a whole different thing. I get it. It's not an action movie. No bullets are flying, but.
And we got two Stallones in the top A, so at least we had a little bit of. But damn, it got stuck right in the middle between the.
You got hammed in. You got hammed in between four action movies. We need a little bit of heart every now and again, just a little bit of heart. But I like that there, and I appreciate you conceding to me a little bit on that one. But I think that's a good spot for that. All right, brother man, here's the top cream of the crop, our S tier category of 1985, the best thing in our opinion that came out that year. Shy of a couple of things, please, everybody. If we missed something from 1985 that you can't believe we missed, please comment down below. We'll comment on it next time. And this is the top of our list. So we have Golden Axe. Classic arcade. Absolutely adore this game. Great game. The Goonies, I want this higher up on the list. I love this movie. Absolute classic of a movie. If you've never seen this, you're not.
No, it's a
you don't have movie. A pulse. Go watch it. I don't know how you haven't seen it, but go watch Goonies it. G.I. Joe, the classic cartoon series, classic Saturday morning feels. Waking up early, sitting there with your bowl of cereal, in your pajamas still, and just enjoying life, man.
Good times.
Before it all had its way with us. Back to the Future. We all wish we could go back. I love this movie. Absolutely fantastic trilogy.
That's a tough one. I would have. It would be honestly, if we could put ties, it'd be tied with Mario because honestly, of the movie genre. Yeah, it would be.
These two positions could flip flop very, very easily, but just out of sheer respect for what the plumber did, the Italian plumber that started it all, the two bros and we had a great battle.
He's always at the top.
Man. People tore me apart when I bashed Luigi a little bit. I wasn't bashing Luigi. I was just saying that I thought Tails was a little bit better of a sidekick to the main hero. But, people love Mario. He's an absolute beast of a character. He just sells out everything. Obviously, you just throw Mario on something and it's going to sell. He is at the top of the S tier. Really what changed gaming, having that kind of a platform in your house where you didn't have to go to the arcade anymore. Love what Mario did. Love my classic NES. Still miss blowing out that cartridge, even though you're not supposed to. Throwing that thing in, hearing that thing chime up for the first time. Playing Super Mario for the first time. We'll eventually get there as we start getting into our 90s tier list. We're going to take this forward and just do every year, going forward to the end of the decade. But that is our best of 1985 tier list, my friend.
I like it. That was
Thank you for joining me for that. I wholeheartedly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, dude, that was fun. That was a tough one because you're competing a lot of different things. I couldn't even imagine with music and then other. Lucky.
I was gonna throw music, but it was gonna be chaotic with music. We could do that as its own little category one day. Just
that'd be too much and too many tiers. It'd be.
The albums that came out in 1985, bro, we could do that as a whole episode by itself. But I truly appreciate you joining me for this episode of At Week's End. This is my favorite part of the weekend, to come and hang out with my buddy, just chilling out, unwinding. This was a long week, my friend, going through a lot of changes here personally. And you're living the dad gamer life, so you got a lot going on, and I thank you for this opportunity to just sit down and clown around with me. I really do
just have a little fun, do a little stream.
That's it, and have a good time. I'm going to peace out for a second and bring up your goodbye screen so people can see where they can find you. They're watching us live on TikTok right now, but this will be reposted on Sunday on YouTube, so go check out our videos up on YouTube. But come check us out here on Twitch and soon to be on Kick for the live and uncut version. All right, brother man, peace out for a sec.
All right, check me out at Top GG Gaming TV here on Twitch. Top GG Gaming TV on Twitch and TikTok with Top GG Gaming and Instagram. I am just.
Oh, brother, man. Thank you so very, very much, my brother Top. I appreciate him as always. My name is CJ Amato. I am a dark indie fantasy author. My first book, Dig My Grave, is available on Amazon. Check it out on Kindle, ebook, hardcover if you like. The audiobook is available. Absolutely fantastic audiobook. I have some cool surprises in store for that coming out real soon. Can't wait to share with everybody. Go check out my YouTube channel. The first chapter's up there if you want to go sneak peek. But thank you, everybody. I truly appreciate it. Let me drag Dre. All right, brother man. And that's another episode of That Week's End, episode 22.
Wow, my God, man. It's amazing. We did it.
Boom, 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 boom. Thank you for the people who joined us here live. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for hanging out with us. We really, really appreciate it. Please go check out At Week's End on YouTube, on Twitch. Go check out the social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Rumble. We really appreciate everyone's support, all y'all's comments, all y'all's likes. Thank you, everybody, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Top. Appreciate you as always. And we'll see you all in the next. Peace.
Dre and CJ have done their duty. We may never know who these stalwart heroes really are. All we know is that when we need them most, they'll be back before too long. At Week's End.